had to come to a hard realization about myself overnight. These trigger gins, they're gin unfiltered, unedited, and I had spent a little bit of time a couple of days ago recording one about the mindset it takes when, or the mindset transitions that happen when you are beginning to leave your job, or you know that this is your last job and your next stop is your forever future, which is retirement, complete retirement for some, a step down hybrid, etc. for others. With that said, we've got a lot of interesting folks who are doing quasi-legal things in the neighborhood today. But I am driving safely with the seatbelt on, not looking y'all directly in the eye. Okay, so back to this. So, I have realized as I'm moving into the mindset of my next chapter and the intention of staying with this job until I've completed certain tasks and until I am ready to move on, which is not tomorrow or next day or next year or 5 years from now. Who knows? They could be tired of me before I get tired of them. These things happen. But with that said, I am going to be ready financially, living on my retirement budget and establishing the pattern of life for my retirement. So back to the video I recorded. I had it queued up. It was ready to go. You guys were going to see it this morning about 8:30. I woke up this morning and thought, I'm not comfortable posting that information. There was nothing. There was no names. I never once mentioned my company. You guys know the general area of the country I'm in. You may even suspect the industry. You don't know my first co-worker from a hole in the ground. But some of my co-workers do watch my content, and I don't want any of them to ever feel I'm speaking of them in roundabout terms on camera, or that I have any ill feeling. So I didn't delete the video. I took it and I postponed its publication for 1 year. 1 year from now, that video will see the light of day. Period. End of story. So we're going to pull in here and park and not have to drive. I don't know if there's any families around. Today's Easter, everybody. Hope you're having a pleasant one, whatever you're doing to mark the occasion, if you're doing anything. And let's back this up and get this situated so we can continue this conversation. So the reality of it is, what I had to actually understand is these videos are never meant to hurt anyone. They're not meant to out anyone, to shame anyone. These videos are simply, and then we're talking sugar of gins here, me venting to y'all. Because why not? Why not? I definitely am learning things about myself as I go through this YouTube journey. It is, not only am I thriving internally, intellectually, spiritually to do this, but I am also understanding I got some stuff to say, and there's some people out there that need to hear it. I wish somebody had told me these things way long ago. So if you're in your 30s and 40s and you're stumbling across this content, listen up. Your future self is going to thank you. For the rest of us who are in our 50s and 60s, Gen Xers who are wanting to retire, who are facing the reality that we may be less prepared than what we should be, and some of us, we've lived high on the hog this entire time, and we're not prepared at all. Reality is, we are not all going to retire the way it's mapped out in a book. We're not going to just jump off a cliff, live happily ever after, have all the money we need, not necessarily living like King Tut, but all the money we need. It's not going to happen. Many of us are facing the reality that we don't have near enough, and even with Social Security as an added income source, we're still going to have to do something. So for those of you who are in that boat, I didn't start until my 40s, and I didn't get real serious until my 50s. I am grateful that I got motivated when I did, because I would be terrified at age 58. I'm almost 58, less than 2 weeks. You guys keep the good wishes coming. Binge a couple hours each of you. I tell you what, get five each of you. Get 5 of your friends to subscribe to my channel and to binge an hour apiece, and that is a happy birthday to me that I'm going to take to the bank. Monetize me. All right. But if I was at the age I am today and I had not done anything, yeah, I'd be scared. I would be terrified that I was going to have to rely on somebody, and I ain't got no kids. Some of you out there thinking, well, I raised them. Maybe I can move in with them. Maybe they'll let me convert their garage into something. You might be thinking that, but you don't really think that was what you were intending for your retirement. And I'm here to tell you, it's not too late. We've got many a good year left to work, but you gotta wise up now. You have got to start thinking now what all you can do. Can you go ahead and get another job? Can you pay off that debt before you have to lay one of your jobs down? None of us want to work multiple jobs into our retirement. Many of us are going to have to work something. Maybe you do have some wonderful kids, or a niece or a nephew. Those were probably my retirement plan at one point in my footloose and fancy free days. But maybe you do have somebody that you can roommate with. Some of your buddies from high school, some of your buddies from work. Maybe somebody's gotten divorced recently and got a spare bedroom they don't mind renting out to you for the next 20, 30 years. There's all sorts of opportunities out there. But you've got to at least look at your finances and figure out what you need to live on, and what is retirement going to bring you, and what, if you have, and what's Social Security going to bring you. If you've got any money in a retirement fund, when can you start touching that, and how much can you withdraw, and for how long will it last, based on what you need. So that is the foundation, and I cannot preach this enough to y'all, and I need to get a couple of amens down in the comment. You have to know what your numbers are right now. What does it take for you to live? What kind of debt can you get rid of? What is it going to take for you when you have no job to live? Can you live on half of what you got now? Then let's start living on half now. Let's start practicing it and making sure that that is exactly what you need. Because if it's not what you need, you don't want to get to age 65, 75 and figure out you got that wrong. And now you're too body, soul, and mind broken to keep working at the pace you're working. Let's do it now. We got another 15, 20 years in us. All right. I've got that off my chest. So to wrap it all up, I made a video that I thought I was going to post today. It was a jigger a gin. It was a rant about my mindset, the things I see as I look around at all these people that I trained in management, that I helped shore up as they backfilled previous management, because I had the long history of knowledge of what decisions were made when, and that was great. But that video is not going to be posted for a while yet. But when it posts, you know, I'm almost done. All right. You guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Stop recording.